All right, guys, let's get some MLB plays and props for Tuesday, May 14th, slated games. Trey, leaderboard starts off.
Yeah, guys, at the moment, I am 0-0. I gave out the Boston Red Sox on the money line going up against the Tampa Bay Rays. And it's currently 5-3, bottom of the eighth. Need something crazy, but hey, it's baseball. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and I gave out the over between the Houston Astros and the Oakland Athletics. Last time I checked, they had 5 runs in 4 innings, or maybe it was 5 runs at the top of the fifth. So far, so good. We're on pace to hit the over. Let me check it right now really quick. It is still 2-3 in the bottom of the fifth, so we're doing all right. We're on pace. Trey, let's go with the player props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I am 0-0 here, maybe 0-1. I gave out Nick Castellanos over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs going up against the New York Mets, and he's 0-3 in this game, but he's on deck. Bryce Harper is at the plate right now. Maybe Bryce Harper gets on base and we see a dinger. Who knows? Anything can happen. And then my pitching prop was Shota Imanaga, under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Braves. He allowed 0 in this game. 5 innings versus the Braves did not allow them to sniff a run.
Yeah, I'm going to say at 1-0 tonight. Trevor Williams, the Nationals game got postponed, so we're not going to have the pitching prop. My batting prop already hit. Kyle Tucker going up against Ross Stripling. Single in the first inning. He had a double, hit the wall in the air in the third inning, and then he almost hit a home run in the fifth inning. So he's already hit the over 1.5 bases, a double and a single, so we did cash for that for us. Trey, let's go to the plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be talking about this Tampa Bay Rays going up against Boston Red Sox game, a little bit deja vu. And I think this game's going to be a fun one to watch, just like yesterday's. And that's because we're getting a juicy line. Even if the Red Sox end up not cashing for us yesterday, I believe that they're going to cash for us today. Give me the Red Sox here on the money line in this game. I believe that they're going to win this game because of the home team, and they're throwing out the better pitcher. The Rays, they're throwing out Aaron Savale in this one. And Savale, he has a 2-3 record with a 5.88 ERA. Paired to 1.35 whip, and he's ranked in the bottom half of the MLB in basically every pitching category. That's no bueno. And the Red Sox, they're throwing out Nick Pivetta in this game, and Pivetta, he has a 1-2 record with a 3.60 ERA, paired to 1.13 whip. And Pivetta, he's been pretty lights out when it comes to keeping the base paths clean, and that's because he's ranked in the top 4% of starting pitchers in the MLB in terms of walk rate. And I expect the Rays to get held to a low number in this game while the Red Sox can pile on the runs throughout. And that's because the Rays, like I said, they're throwing out Aaron Savale, who's not all that good. And they also have one of the worst bullpens in the MLB. They have a team bullpen ERA of 4.83. That's the 4th highest in the MLB. That is not good news. So the Red Sox, they're going to be able to score runs throughout this game. And that's going to allow them to be able to control and cruise to a win. Give me the Red Sox here on the money line versus the Rays.
Yep, I do like that play. Trey, did you give out that play yesterday?
I gave out the Red Sox yesterday on the money line.
I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday. Oakland Athletics going up against the Houston Astros. We have the 2 aces on the mound this time for both teams. J.P. Sears going for the Oakland Athletics. He's probably the number 2 behind Paul Blackburn. But the way he's been pitching lately, you can call him a number 1. The Houston Astros are going to throw out Ronel Blanco. He's already pitched a no-hitter this season. I'm going to take the under runs scored in the first 5 innings in this game. Blanco has actually been really good this season for the Astros. We see him in 7 starts so far. He did not allow a run in the first 2 games. And in the other 5 games, he's given up 2 runs or less in all those games but 1. He's also been able to go at least 5 2/3 innings in every single game, which if he goes 5 innings in this game, it's almost a guarantee that he holds the Athletics to under 2 runs or less. He's coming into this game with a 2.23 ERA and a 1.02 whip on the season, so I do trust him in this game to go up against the A's, especially in the first 5 innings. On the other side, I know it's easy not to trust the Oakland Athletics, but J.P. Sears has been pretty dang good this season after the first 2 starts. Over the last 6 games for him, he's given up 1 run or less in 4 of those 6 games. He's also been able to go 5+ innings in 7 consecutive games, and the only reason his ERA is high is because he has these blow-up games where he allows 4+ runs. He's had 4 games this season where he's allowed 4+ runs, but he's also had 4 games this season where he's allowed 1 run or less. He needs to be more consistent. The one thing that stays consistent with him is his whip. It's 1.13 on the year, and the only reason he has these blow-up games was because he gives up too many home runs. If he limits the home runs in this game, if he gives up no home runs, we might see a 0-0 contest heading into the 5th inning. Give me the under here between these 2 teams in the first 5 innings as the play. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Gunnar Henderson here, and I'm going to take him to go over 1.5 total bases against the Blue Jays. I love this over for Henderson in this game because we're going to see him get on base a couple of times here or at least hit a double or more, and I believe that for a couple of reasons. The first reason is because Henderson's matchup against the Blue Jays. Toronto, they're throwing out Chris Bassett in this one, and Bassett, he has a 5.06 ERA paired to 1.55 WHIP, and he's ranked in the bottom half of the MLB in basically all the pitching categories. And whenever we look and see how Henderson has played historically against Bassett, it makes me love this play even more because Henderson, he's 3 for 6 against them, so that's a 500 batting average, and 2 out of those 3 hits were massive dingers. So that's going to allow Henderson to come this game and have a ton of confidence in his swing, let alone the fact that Henderson, he's found at the very top of the Orioles batting order. So we're going to get a lot of extra opportunities in this game, which I love for my overs. So give me Gunnar Henderson here to go over 1.5 total bases versus the Blue Jays.
Yeah, sure. I like the play there for you. For my player prop, it's going to be Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases going up against the Giants. I'm actually going to talk about the pitching matchup first in this game for Mookie Betts because it's been incredible to watch Keaton win in the last 2 games. Keaton for the Giants, he's been decent this season. In the first 6 games, he had a 3.18 ERA, but Keaton Wynn is in a horrible slump in the last 2 starts for the Giants. In the last 2 games, he struck out 1 batter. He's gone 4 1/3 inning, giving up 12 hits, 12 runs. He's given up 1 home run. He's getting paper cut to death by these teams. It was the Philadelphia Phillies and the Colorado Rockies over the last 2 games. He was pulled out of the game against the Phillies on the 9th batter of the game, and he gave up 5 runs in 0.2 innings. He was not any better against the Rockies either. He gave up 8 hits, 7 runs in his last start, and the Dodgers are so much better than both of those teams, especially the Rockies. Mookie Betts earlier in the season was the better hitter in baseball. He had the title of the best hitter in baseball, but his teammate Shohei Ohtani just took that over. Mookie Betts, while slowing down just a little bit, he still has a .339 batting average with 56 hits already this season. He has been a little cold at the plate, but again, I just read off the stats for Keaton Wynn, and Mookie Betts in the leadoff spot might have fireworks in the first swing of the game in this at-bat. Mookie, for his smaller stature, he's got a lot of power behind that bat, and he hits a lot of home runs. He hit a lot of home runs last year. He's already hit 6 this year. I like Mookie Betts in this game at the top of the order to maybe get 2 at-bats against Keaton Wynn, and he's definitely going to win one of those 2 matchups. Give me Mookie Betts here over 1.5 bases as the play. Trey, let's go to the pitching props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Dylan Cease here, and I'm going to take him to go over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Rockies. If it comes out 6.5, 7, 7.5, regardless, I still love it because we're going to see him dominate here on the mound, and I do believe that for a few reasons. The first reason is because Cease, he's simply been elite this year. Through his first 8 starts, he has a 5-2 record with a 2.19 ERA, paired with a 0.75 WHIP. And Cease, he's ranked in the top 10% of starting pitchers in a ton of pitching categories. I guess all he needed was to move out to the West Coast to turn into an elite pitcher. But the only thing that matters for us is Cease, he has a 32.4 strikeout rate. That basically means he strikes out 1 out of every 3 batters he faces, and it comes out to an average of 7.5 strikeouts per game. Not to mention the fact that Cease, he's coming in this game with a ton of momentum. In his last start against the Cubs, Cease, he struck out 12 batters, and he's getting a great matchup in this game as well because the Rockies, they strike out an average of 9.75 times per game, which is the 3rd most in the MLB. Give me Dylan Cease here to go over 6.5 strikeouts against the Rockies.
Yeah, Trey, I do like that play there for you. For my play today, I'm going to stick with the Washington Nationals, my pitching prop. Ride the wave that is the Chicago White Sox. Give me the rookie, Mitchell Parker, under 2.5 earned runs allowed going up against the White Sox. This is going to be a doubleheader tomorrow, so make sure you pick the matchup for Mitchell Parker. But I love everything about this kid. I've been watching the Nationals all season long, and this kid, as a rookie, he looks very confident on the mound. He makes me smile every single time I see him, and he's got everything that the organization is looking for in a starting pitcher. He's tall. He's a lefty. He carries himself well. He's got a really good breaking ball. He's got a really nice fastball. And the most important thing, I've already said this a couple times, I feel like today or maybe it was yesterday, he can go 5 innings in every single game on the mound. I honestly think that's the most important thing for a starting pitcher. If you can find a way to get your team 5 innings every single game and still be in that game with a chance to win, that's an amazing accomplishment. He's been able to do that nearly every single start this season. Of the 5, he's gone 5+ innings in 4 of the 5 games. The only game that he didn't make it 5 innings, it was against the Miami Marlins. He went 4 innings in that game. He still only allowed 1 run. So he's perfectly fine going 5+ innings, giving up 2 runs or less. On the season, Mitchell Parker, in the 5 games, he's only allowed 8 total runs. He's got a near sub-1 WHIP and a 2.67 ERA. The best part about this start, he's going up against the White Sox, who are the worst hitting team in baseball, hitting .213 as a team this season. The White Sox also scoring the least amount of runs per game, 2.9 runs per game. They have played one more game than the lowest scoring team in second place, the Cardinals. The Cardinals are still outscoring them by 17 runs. This is historically one of the worst baseball teams we've seen in the MLB. Somehow, some way, though, the Miami Marlins still have the worst record in baseball. Give me Mitchell Parker here, though. Under 2.5 earned runs as the play. Trey, let's go with the graphic. Have you start us off.
Can we talk about MLB The Show just disrespecting your boy Parker?
He's a rookie. I think it actually went up. It was 66 last week. It's 67 now.
Little by little, inch by inch.
Little by little.
But for me, I'm going with the Red Sox again here on the money line against the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm putting my trust in Nick Pivetta here and fading Aaron Savale. And I'm also going with Gunnar Henderson over 1.5 total bases versus the Blue Jays. He's getting a great matchup against the guy that he has multiple home runs against in his young career. Also going with Dylan Cease over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Rockies. He had 12 in his last game against the Cubs. Don't expect that, but I do expect him to have a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the A's and the Astros. Under 4.5 runs in the first 5. JP, Sears, and Blanco, they should shut down all the scoring in this game. They give me Mookie Betts going up against Keaton Winn, over 1.5 bases against the Giants. Love all the Dodgers players in that game. And then Mitchell Parker, my guy. It's a doubleheader. Make sure you get the right game. Under 2.5 runs going up against the White Sox. It should be the second game in the doubleheader, so the night game, because I think Williams is going to go in the first game in the afternoon. But make sure you guys get the right game on that one. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB Picks and Props for Tuesday, May 14th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,